Hi everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing some yoga. We're going to be doing chair-based yoga, both seated, starting with seated, and then moving to some standing poses, modifications. Nothing will be down on the floor. Everything will be chair-based. This is based on my senior yoga class, but it's appropriate for all levels. So anybody can do these. You can do the modifications if you need to do so. Work at your own level. So of course, as always, a couple of reminders for you. Make sure that you have a nice sturdy chair that's not going to move or roll on you. Preferably no armrests on it. Make sure that you have your water so you're staying hydrated throughout. And then of course, if you need to be wearing sturdy shoes, please do so so that you're safe and you have some traction. And then make sure that your area, your workout space is clear of any clutter or tripping hazards. And of course, again, work at your own level, slow down, take a break, get some water, modify at any point if you need to. So I was originally planning on doing a cardio video today, but I'm having some foot issues. So I'm gonna give that a couple more days, and then I'll try to do one for you in the coming week. Also, I am going to be going back to work, adding Tuesday and Thursday back in. So I'll be working Monday through Friday, but I will try to do some recording there at that gym. I should be able to record some videos for you there so that I can still keep up with the YouTube and the Facebook. And then final thing, of course, as always, please like the YouTube channel if you're watching it there, or excuse me, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching it there, and then like the video, and same thing on the Facebook page. Like the page and the video, and we'll get it out to a few more people that way. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, please make sure that you stay hydrated throughout your exercise and for the rest of the day as well. Even though we're not doing vigorous exercise, especially during this cooler weather, you want to make sure that you remind yourself to keep doing that. So let's go ahead and begin by just finding a comfortable position in the chair with the feet down flat on the floor. And first thing we're going to do is our cat-cow. So this is just a nice gentle stretch for the back. So we're going to bring the hands to the knees, round the back, tuck the chin down so that you're making a C curve with your spine. Inhale here, exhale, and flatten out the back. You can bring your elbows down to your legs, slight lean forward, and either arch the back or just neutral spine if you prefer to. Then you're going to go back and forth. So you're going to inhale as you go into the cat pose, rounding the back. Exhale as you flatten out or slightly arch the back. So just stay in your own comfortable range of motion there. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more. Great job. All right, let's go ahead and slowly round, come all the way up. Take that volume down just a little bit here. All right, next one we're going to do is seated eagle pose. So this is for the flexibility of the joints, and I will show you some different modifications for it. We're going to be crossing the legs over first. So we're going to cross one leg over the top. This is part one. All right, if you have any issue, you shouldn't be crossing your legs, just go ahead and cross at the ankles, okay? So that's the first modification that you can do. Now, if you're feeling good and you are feeling fairly flexible, no joint pain going on here, you can tuck that foot all the way around behind the ankle, but that part is optional. So it's up to you. If you feel capable of doing that pain-free, you can go ahead and do that. Now, for the upper body, for the arms, we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to start by crossing the elbows over. So you notice I have this knee, but this elbow on top. All right, so we're going to start there. And then option one is just to touch the backs of the hands together. Option two is to give yourself a little hug. Option three is to come all the way back around. And again, that's going to depend on your own flexibility. Come all the way back around. I'm just going to rotate and show you palms of the hands are touching. So that's option 3. Now, you want to lengthen your spine no matter which position you're in. Lift your elbows up a little bit and just look up. Of course, stay in pain-free range of motion. If you need to uncross the arms and the legs at any point, please go ahead and do so. And breathe. Good. All right. Go ahead and release that out. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. So again, we're going to start by, if you can, cross the legs over. If you need to do the modification, go ahead and just cross the ankles over. If you can come all the way up, do that part. Then again, you've got that option to tuck the foot around behind if you feel okay with that, if it's not putting too much pressure on the knee and the ankle. If it's too much, you don't have to do that part. Then opposite elbow. All right, starting right here, you've got the option to just touch the backs of the hands together. You've got the option to give yourself a great big old hug, or you've got the option, if you're feeling flexible, go ahead and bring it back around. Again, I'm just going to show you palms of the hands together. And then from there, sit up tall, all right, lift the elbows, and look up. And again, uncross at any point if you feel like you need to do that. Don't forget to breathe. Keep breathing through it. Good. You can release that all the way out. All right, great job. Let's go ahead and just step down. We're going to move a little bit forward in the chair now. So what I'd like you to do is move about halfway forward. Make sure that you're not going to tip forward, but you're going to reach around behind your back. Rotate your shoulders back, slightly lean forward, and just gently lift the hands up behind you. Again, stay in your own comfortable range of motion. Now, sit back up slightly, and we're just going to bring one ear to the shoulder. So adding that neck stretch back in. Comfortable range of motion as always. Don't forget to breathe. And switch to the other side, ear to shoulder. And then come back to center. Keep breathing through it. Tuck the chin down toward the chest. If you need to release the hands out from behind you at any point, please go ahead and do so. Breathing. Good. All right, very nice. Go ahead and release those hands out. You can scoot back in your chair if you'd like a little bit of support for your back. And we're going to begin by just rolling the shoulders front to back. One arm at a time. Let's windmill, front to back. So we're going front to back. Of course, opening up through the chest and shoulder so that we don't reinforce any kind of forward rounding or hunching the shoulders, which most of us tend to do during the day when we spend too much time on a computer or reading a book and we're not thinking about our posture. But we're going to do a couple of things to help reverse that. One more big reach back. All right, good. So next one we're going to do is, again, reversing that kind of rounding and forward head that we tend to get. I call this one the turtle. So we're going to be pulling the head back right over the shoulders. So resist the urge to tuck down. We're not tucking down. We're going to keep looking forward. Shoulders are down. And you're pulling your head back like you're a turtle pulling into your shell. Now keep breathing through it because you're most likely feeling quite a strong stretch there. So breathe through it. And if you do feel that strong stretch, that means that you've been living with your head kind of far forward, the neck having to support the weight of your head. If you pull it back, you're letting your body support that weight. So try to think of doing this periodically throughout the day, especially if you catch yourself with your head forward, your shoulders rounded, your upper back rounded. Keep breathing through it. All right, good. From here, let's bring the hands into center. We're just going to do our wrist circles. So we're going to start by bringing the fingers in and out. Relax the shoulders all the way down. Still breathing deeply. Change direction, fingers out and in. just do one more. All right, so let's go ahead and move a little bit forward in the chair again, and we're going to stretch the feet forward. We're going to begin with the soles of the feet down so that we can stretch the shins and the front of the ankles. Go ahead and reach down towards your feet. Now, of course, we always keep the head above the heart, so eyes up, chin up as you reach down. Make sure you're not letting that head drop down too low. We want to be safe with it. Breathe and slowly reach into your stretch. Now we're going to bring the toes up towards the knees. So even if you have to bend the knees to reach towards your toes, see if you can reach towards your toes, or reach all the way to your toes. If not, that's okay too. Just do the best you can, but don't be afraid to bend the knees. So you're lifting the toes up, if you can, towards your knees, and then also leaning forward. Again, head above the heart, getting that hamstring stretch there. And release it out. All right, go ahead and come all the way up. Okay, so we're going to do an extension out to the side with the legs. So we're going to go ahead and bring one leg out to the side. I have the inner part of the foot down. We're going to rest the other elbow on this leg. And we're going to reach up toward the ceiling, rotating so that we're looking up toward the ceiling. Look at your fingers. Just go as far as you can with it. Breathe in. And then come back and stretch that arm across in front. Stretch the shoulder and just wiggle your fingers. Great. Go ahead and step back in. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Extend the leg out to the side, inner part of the foot down, other elbow resting on the leg. And we're going to rotate. Rotate back, look up toward the ceiling, look up at your fingers. Breathing through it. And then come back and reach the arm across, stretching the shoulder, hold it with the other arm, and wiggle your fingers. All right, good. Let's go ahead and step back, and we're going to do our inner thigh stretch next. So we're going to go with a wide foot position. Remember that we're hip hinging forward rather than, we're not going to hunch around. So even if you can't come as far forward, just lean forward until you feel that stretch. If you want to, you can lightly press on the inside of the legs. Breathing. Good. All right, let's do our figure 4 stretch. So go ahead and step back in, move back into your chair. We'll start with this side again. So this is for the outer glute, outer thigh. So as always, if you have any kind of a hip issue that you should not put the foot up, go ahead and just cross the ankle. If you're able to put the foot up, you can do so. And then just like on the earlier stretch, we're not going to round forward, we're going to hip hinge forward. So we're going to move forward right at the center, but keeping the back lengthened out. Even if you can't come as far forward, that's okay. We want to keep our good form and just gently lean into your stretch there. Breathe and relax into your stretch, eyes up, chin up, and then you can also just circle your ankle. Change direction. Switch to the other leg. Again, if you need to just cross the ankles, that's your modification. If you're okay with bringing the foot up, sometimes you can do one side and not the other. Don't worry about how far the knee goes down. That's fine. Stay right at center, and remember to just lean forward from the waist without rounding the back. So just slowly move down into your stretch. It might feel super tight, and that's okay. Just do as best as you can with it. Remember, this is a really good one to do regularly. And go ahead and circle the ankle and circle the other way. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and bring that foot down. grab some water if you haven't had any yet, and we're going to come up and stand behind the chair. So we always have this chair for support anytime that you need it. Please use it anytime that you feel like you need it. All right, so we're going to just begin with some standing sun salutations. Go ahead and step out to about hip width apart to shoulder width apart. All right, begin by reaching all the way up as you inhale and forward fold as you exhale. Good, just relax the back, head stays above the heart. Round and roll back up, inhale. Exhale forward. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And now this time we're going to reach up toward the ceiling, hold that position, and lean to one side. Go as far as you can. And lean to the other side. Again, it should feel like a nice stretch. You don't have to force it. Come back to the center. If you can, hands on the elbows, gently stretch back for your shoulders. If this is a little bit too much, just go ahead and release it out. And arms down, roll the shoulders out. All right, let's do our tree pose next. So we're going to take one foot, put it right here in the center. Remember, the chair is there if you need it for support. The other foot, we're going to start with the toes down, but open the knee to the outside as far as you can. I'm going to move the chair just so you can see it, but please feel free to stay right there behind your chair. Or you can go off to the side. Either one is completely fine. So first option, toes down on the floor. Body is lengthened, nice and tall. Second option is to go ahead and come up a little bit higher. We just want to not put the foot directly on the knee joint. So you can go below the knee joint or you can go above the knee joint. And again, we're opening the hip as much as we can. Now, if you're feeling okay, one or both hands into center, but that's entirely up to you. Spread the toes out. Even if you have shoes on, spread them out as much as you can to help you balance. You're going for that 3-point balance between the joint of the big toe, the joint of the little toe, and the heel. So remember to try to hit those 3 spots evenly to help you balance. Also remember your center of gravity is now over here. Good. Just do the best you can with it. Even a little bit off balance this morning. All right, great job. Go ahead and step down, shake that leg out, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, you can stay right there behind your chair if you want, or move off to the side. Either one of them is fine. We're going to start by shifting the weight over. Then start again with opening through the hips, so knee to the outside, toes down on the floor. Option 1, remember to lengthen the body. Pretend like you have a little string pulling the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. Now, option 2, if you want to go a little bit higher, remember not to put any pressure on the knee joint. Option 3, go ahead and come up above the knee if you're feeling okay with that. And then when you're ready, one or both hands into center. I'm just going to do one hand on this side. This is the foot I'm having some trouble with, so I'm not going to put too much stress on it today. But if you're feeling good, both hands into center. It's up to you how much you are able to do and how much you want to do with it. Remember to breathe through it. Keep breathing. Good. Go ahead and step down. Nice job. All right. Shake that leg out. Before we go on to our warrior poses, let's do our modified downward dog because that is my absolute favorite chair stretch. So you're going to take a hold of your chair with both hands, take a big step back with both feet. I'm going to turn this sideways so you can see it. All right, so again, both hands on top of the chair, big step back with both feet. You're going to press those hips back. See if you can bring your ears down by your arms. Lengthen out the back. So you're stretching out the shoulders, the back, the hips, and the back of the legs. Breathing. Good. And then slowly step back in. Come all the way up. All right. So let's do a little bit with our warrior poses and our triangle pose. All those nice full body yoga poses and stretches. So again, I'm going to move my chair out of the way just so that you can see, but please have the chair there or the wall if you want to, just in case you feel like you need it for a little bit of extra support. Be safe with it, all right? So let's go ahead and turn to the side. The front foot, we're going to point the toes forward. The back foot, we're going to step out and do, let me move my water so you can see, about a 45-degree angle, just to give you a little bit more stability using that back foot. Now go ahead and rotate towards your front foot and bend your front knee. All right, starting with our warrior one. Reach the hands up toward the ceiling, lift the chest, look up towards your hands. Make sure that you're breathing through it. Now moving into our warrior two, rotate back and arms extended out. So now you're looking halfway between your front foot and your back foot. You want that back hand lifted up high, even with your shoulder. Now if you feel okay, you can bend your front knee a little bit more and look towards your front hand, keeping those shoulders back. Chest lifted up, nice and strong. This also gives you a bonus hip flexor, so as stretch. Good. Now instead of warrior three, we're going to go ahead and straighten that front leg, reach that front hand down, and slowly slide down. This is up to you how much you feel okay with doing. If you're feeling good, you can go ahead and reach further down towards the ankle. And then we're going to rotate and look up towards your fingers. Now, of course, if you need to use the chair at this point, if you feel off balance, just go ahead and do that rather than reaching up toward the ceiling. If you're feeling okay, though, you can even move a little deeper into that stretch. And then slowly come back up. As always, eyes up, chin up, head above the heart. Great job. Step in, shake out arms and legs, and let's turn to the other side. We'll go back to those warrior poses. So front foot is pointing forward, toes pointing forward. Take a big step back with that back foot. That back foot's turned out to about 45 degrees. And then we're rotating the hips so that we're facing towards the front foot. Bend that front knee. We'll begin with our warrior one. Lift the chest, reach the fingers up toward the ceiling. Look up. Good. Make sure that you're breathing. And now moving into our warrior two. Start by rotating back. Lift those hands up. Fingers even with the shoulders. Then if you're feeling good here, go ahead and bend that front knee a little bit more. Look towards your front hand. Shoulders back, chest lifted up. Chair is there anytime that you need it for balance support. All right, go ahead and straighten that front leg. We're going to reach that back hand down. Reach that front hand up. If you need to use the chair, go ahead and do so. If you're feeling good, keep the legs straightened as you reach down towards your ankle. Rotate if you can. Look up towards those fingers. Breathing. Good. Slowly come all the way up. Great job. Step in. Shake out the legs. All right, so we're going to do a warrior pose and standing mountain for our final standing pose. So for this one, we're going to step out to a wider stance, toes pointed out. Warrior pose, we're going to lift the palms, lift the chest, bend the knees, and hold here. Eyes up, chin up. Just looking forward. Now coming up into standing mountain, straighten the legs, relax the arms down. If you like, you can close the eyes for a moment. Inhale. Exhale. Good. You can open your eyes. We'll do that one more time. Let's return back to warrior. All right. Nice, strong legs. Palms are lifted. And returning back to standing mountain. Straighten the legs. Relax the arms down. Chest lifted up. Close the eyes if you'd like to. In, full exhale out. Good. All right, you can open your eyes, relax your arms and legs. Let's come back to the chair for our final stretches here. You've done great with all of those. I hope that you've enjoyed those. Go ahead and just move back in the chair, and then once more, we're just going to roll both shoulders front to back. And then relax the shoulders down and loosely move side to side. To center, you can just let the arms relax down, and now move your head side to side. So just moving through your own comfortable range of motion. Please keep in mind, I do have a whole bunch of other videos with meditation, with strength training, with hand weights, with a band and a ball, and cardio videos. So please do check some of those out and get all of those components of fitness in throughout your week at some point. And then just pause down at the bottom, tucking the chin towards the chest. All right, bring the head back up. Once again, we're going to reach the fingers up toward the ceiling. I love to stretch my back, so we're going to lean to one side. I think it's the best thing ever. I would do it all day if I could. Lean to the other side. Good. Come back to center, just gently stretching those shoulders back as much as you feel okay with. And release it down. All right, we are ready for our final stretches. So lengthen up the spine. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, open out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome job, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for doing our yoga together, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Whenever you're watching this, again, please do follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the video if you liked it, and same thing on my Facebook page, Body Image Fitness 2020. Please follow and like the video so that the algorithms get the video out to more people and more people get to watch it and do the workouts. Again, check out some of my other videos. I think this is number 41 in my senior video series, so check out some of those other things. And again, have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye.